We talk a lot about the Safe Rest Village plan and other solutions because lots of people are dying homeless here in Oregon every year. We now know that 207 people died during the first 6 months of this year. That's an average of about 8 people each week in Oregon. Earlier this year, a new law went into effect that required the Oregon Health Authority to keep track of whether someone was homeless when they died. That's why we know that 207 people died throughout the state from January through June of 2022. 35% of those deaths happened in Multnomah County. Some of the other findings: January had the highest number of deaths. 48 homeless people died in Oregon during that month. Far more men have died without a home than women, 165 men to 42 women. And the highest number of deaths happened in people 55 to 64. Let's take a look at how people are dying. According to the data, 32 people died from injuries, 8 were suicide, 7 homicide. But the overwhelming majority of deaths are labeled as natural causes. Now, that could mean a lot of different things. The report doesn't really break it down by illness, weather, or any other health factors. We talked about that with Scott Kiernan. He's the executive director of the Blanchet House, which serves homeless people in Portland.
My supposition is that there is no final cause of death, perhaps, for some of these instances, and that maybe we will find out that they were the result of diseases or other conditions that we know are prevalent in the houseless community. There's a lot of hypertension, diabetes, high blood pressure, people who have chronic illnesses, physical disabilities, mental health challenges, addiction.
The data also show that some people of color face a disproportionate danger living on the streets. Although the overwhelming majority of people who died this year so far are white, Native Americans represent more than 6% of homeless deaths, but they only make up less than 2% of Oregonians. Black people who are homeless made up more than 4% of the deaths. The census report says they make up 6% of Oregonians. Kerman says he sees the danger people are living in every day.
There's a lot of tragedy going on. We had one of our meal guests murdered across the street in February. His name was James Wise. We have another meal guest who was attacked recently. His name is Scotty. And we believe that, they are not doing well from what we understand. So, I think it just underscores that these are lives that are being lost. And I think we can say one way or the other, however the cause of death is determined, housing insecurity and homelessness played a role.
And while